welcome everybody to this short introductory webinar. We will talk today about the SUNY Exploring Emerging Technologies for Lifelong Learning and Success. For short, we call this project the MTechMOOC. The URL for the project website is on the screen, and it's a pretty short one, so hopefully one that can be committed to memory so that whenever you have the urge to learn, you can pull up the website. So for anybody who's listening to the recording, the URL is SUNY, suny.edu/EmTech. And I would like to introduce myself and my colleague Cherie, who will be on the call today, helping us to learn about the MTech project. My name is Roberta Robin Sullivan. Everybody calls me Robin. I am a teaching and learning strategist with the University at Buffalo Libraries. And Cherie, if you want to introduce yourself, that would be great.
Hi, I'm Cherie Van Putten. I work in Binghamton University as an instructional designer.
So we're here to introduce the MTech project, and if anybody has additional questions afterwards, our email are on the screen, and you can also contact us directly through the MTech website. So let's get going here. So for short, we call the project MTechMOOC, and that is also our social media hashtag. If you search social media using that little phrase, the hashtag, you'll find some discussion about the MOOC and also some of the participants who have been involved, along with links to their portfolios and links to some of their badges that they've earned. So MTech is a discovery learning activity. The main purpose of the project is to explore and reflect on innovative and creative uses of emerging technologies. This is a very unique learning opportunity. It is targeted to a wide variety of learners, all learners. That includes students, faculty, staff, and anybody who has an interest to keep pace with technology change. The goals of the project include the ability to, we want to help participants identify the value and implications of using emerging technologies, both the established tools and the new tools that are coming out, for both career and personal advancement. Another underlying idea or concept that is gained through participation in MTech is the ability to develop lifelong learning habits to be able to keep pace with the technology evolution. The project is in two different parts. The main component is a Coursera-based MOOC, and the MOOC is available. It's an online course, and it is structured into 5 modules. The Coursera environment is very similar to any other learning management system. Some of you may be familiar with tools such as Blackboard or Moodle or Desire to Learn. Coursera is very similar. It provides an environment for us to share content and an option for discussion about the activities. What you see on the screen is the first module. We have some very short introductory videos. They are about 2 to 3 minutes long. In the very first module, there are a few concepts that we talk about. We talk about lifelong learning and its importance, Creative Commons, and how it's important to understand what you're ethically and legally able to use, and how people can use your material, how you can license them. We talk about having a growth mindset. We introduce the idea of e-portfolios, which throughout the project you build a portfolio that you add to in each of the modules. And also Accessibility is an important topic, information literacy. So that first module is a little bit on the heavier side with some of the content, but those are some of the concepts that you need to kind of support you through this learning opportunity. We have faculty and staff and students from throughout the SUNY system who are introducing these concepts, and they are featured in the different videos that we have in the MOOC. Also within the MOOC, a very important aspect is the discussion forums. That's where you do a bulk of your hands-on activities, and I'll talk about those in a little bit also. The content in the course is structured around the 4 C's of 21st century learners. Those 4 C's are communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. And those ideas were first introduced through the National Education Association, and they have been identified as some of the top skills that employers have identified that they would like to see in people that they add into their organizations. This is just a little bit of a larger screen of the MOOC. This is an introduction to the second module on communication and collaboration. And as you can see, the modules are structured. You get a little bit of a short reading, a snippet of a video that talks about the importance of communication and collaboration and how you might interact with those concepts using emerging technology tools. Each section has some optional activities that you can participate with. The discussion prompt is where you find the discovery exercise. Those discovery exercises, what they do is they point you to the MTech Wiki, which is a complementary part of this project. The MTech Wiki, which I will show you, I believe, on the next slide, has a database full of emerging technology tools. You explore one of those technologies, and then you build an artifact with whatever it is that you decided to explore, and you post that into your e-portfolio that you are provided with through this course. At the end of each module, you are asked to claim a digital badge, and your artifact and portfolio are evaluated so that they meet our minimal requirements, and then we will issue a badge to you. So this next screen talks about the MTech Wiki. And this wiki, the URL that we provided at the very beginning of this presentation, will take you to the MTech site that holds the wiki under the Discover menu. And the wiki has many tools and resources. We consider it socially curated. We started out the collection, but then it has built through the additions provided by participants. The wiki is used to complete those assignments in the discovery exercises inside the MOOC. Another thing about this wiki is that it is an openly available website. So even if you decided that you were not interested to enroll in the MOOC, you can go to this wiki and find the tools that are available to help you meet your needs. So the process throughout the MOOC is you go in and you read, view, and participate with the course materials. You explore the wiki tools and resources and complete a discovery exercise. That discovery exercise involves the hands-on exploration with some of the tools that you find in the wiki. You create an artifact or share an artifact. You post that through your portfolio in addition to a short reflection. We just ask for about a paragraph or two. What did you learn through your exploration? Was there anything that surprised you about your discoveries? Does the tool or resource fill your needs? Or anything else that you find is relevant that you'd like to share on your portfolio about your discoveries. Finally, you earn digital badges, and if you get through all of the modules and all of the activities, you will also be able to earn a Coursera certificate. So this is a zoomed in screen for the MTech Wiki. And you'll note that the Discover menu is up at the top. That's where you get to this screen that you see on your screen right now. When you're in each of the different modules, you'll see these the items that are highlighted in blue across the center. They're coordinated to the different module topics. So the first module is lifelong learning. Second module is communication and collaboration. Third module is on creativity and critical thinking. So if you are in the communication and collaboration module, it will automatically take that database of technology tools and start limiting them. So I think we have close to 400 tools in the system right now. If you go in through the second module, it will limit them to the tools that are relevant to enhance communication and collaboration. The next thing you can do is limit that collection even further. You can find under the objectives menu, under apply filters, you will find a number of objectives that relate to that topic, and you can determine if you wish to create a professional identity. You can choose that as a filter. It will narrow down your selection even further. If you are looking to share information, it will also limit that collection. In addition to filtering by objectives, you can filter by categories. And by categories, we're referring to some of those big Web 2.0 categories. For example, you can learn about gamification, you can learn about open educational resources, presentation tools. Productivity tools includes things like website development, word processing, mapping. That's a kind of a collective category. Video is probably one of our most sought after categories. You can learn about captioning. Accessibility is something that is a category also that you can limit to. So once you can also use that search field. So if you know that you're looking for a particular tool or a particular item, if you wish to find everything that deals with captioning, you can just type in the search term into that box, and it will find the resources for you. You'll also notice that each item, right now the screen's only showing you two, each item shows some of the ratings and also the number of views. So you can choose those check boxes on the side to sort by highest rated or sort by popularity. And that'll help you figure out what are the most valuable tools that will rise to the top. When you are looking at the tools or the resources, the following screen that you get to will allow you to click on those thumb up or thumb down icons to help us and others determine what are the best tools or topics in each particular category. And we encourage everyone to use that rating system. So the website, we also have sections on there. So in the Discovery Exercises menu, there are additional videos talking about the Web 2.0 categories. Under Contribute is where if you have a tool or a resource that is not yet in our system and you wish to add it, you can go to the Contribute menu and there are instructions there. Impact will also show you some of the past presentations and some of the scholarly articles and presentations that we've done in the past as a team for MTech. So why do you want to bother getting involved in this project? What are the rewards to you? Probably the development of a personal e-portfolio is very useful in today's age. No longer is a traditional paper resume or CV the only tool that you use when you are trying to seek advancement. A personal e-portfolio is able to be developed through the project. You are encouraged to either create an account using Digication, which is the ePortfolio platform that MTech has partnered with. Everybody that is in the MOOC is allowed to create a free version of a free account for Digication that is not available outside of the MOOC, so it's kind of a unique thing. But you're also encouraged in the MTech Wiki. There are about 40 other tools that can be considered ePortfolio platforms. Tools that help you develop just a simple website. If you'd like to create your portfolio using PowerPoint, you can do that. At Prezi, there are just a number of tools that you can use to display your artifacts and display your reflections. Other rewards that you can gain through this project are digital badges. Digital badge, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, you earn a digital badge for each one of the modules. And if you get through each of those 4 modules and the final module, you can earn an EmTechMOOC Mastery Badge. That 5th module is, that involves a peer review of the portfolio that you've built. So you have the requirement to review 2 other people's portfolios, and also 2 people will need to review your portfolio in order to earn the MOOC Mastery Badge. Another reason why you'd want to take this course is that you can earn a Coursera Certificate of Completion. So these Coursera certificates, Coursera is probably one of the most popular MOOC platforms nowadays. That's gauged pretty much through their number of enrollments, and you can use that. You can post both the badges and the certificates to your LinkedIn site, to your portfolio, post them and share them through mention on your resume or CV. And those are great as you're trying to advance either through your career or just to document your knowledge, skills, and accomplishments. The biggest reward for participating is the intrinsic rewards of being a lifelong learner. So even after you complete the MOOC, you are still welcome to continue to add to your portfolio indefinitely. You will be able to keep that portfolio until SUNY no longer has this partnership with Digication. So even at that time, if there is a break in that partnership, you're able to download your portfolio as a standard HTML website that is able to be exported and put into any other system. For example, the Mahara system is another ePortfolio process that is available, and yes, you can use that either as your system of choice or export your ePortfolio and put the content into there. So I mentioned that we are looking for help to improve MTech Wiki. This is just a little bit of a blow up of that contribute menu. So if you go to the contribute menu, one of the items that you will see is the ability to log in. Logging into the MTech Wiki is a separate login as compared to the MOOC login in Coursera. And if you review the guidelines or the instructions, you can select add a tool or modify a tool. So if you see an item that that can use improvement, if you see something that you know of a tutorial that supports that tool that is useful, you can go in and modify something that already exists. The changes that are submitted are currently moderated, so that means that Cherie or myself will see them, and before they actually go live, we will push the button, and if we want to add anything to it or change it around before it goes live, we can do that. Please take the opportunity to explore and reflect. Go to the MTech website, that's suny.edu/MTech, and choose some of the discovery exercises either through the website or through exploring and enrolling through the Coursera MOOC. So probably the most unique aspect of this learning opportunity is that we have students, faculty, and staff all learning together from around the world.